wings to fly on a dragon with you and disappear into the horizon with daydreams in our backpacks, with mischief in our pockets and garlands of laughter in our hair. I want to be the imprint in the stars so I can watch you sleep from 1,000 speckled angles. I want to be the shooting star that carries your wish from your sparkling lips to the ears of God. I want my eyes to be red from thinking of you. I want my pupils to dilate at the sight of you. I want to laugh uncontrollably at your smile because it's cute like that. I want to stutter. Every time you say goodbye, I want to overdose on your touch because you give me that kind of high. I want to take a stroll on the edges of your lips, balance on your smile and hope to tumble in so I can play around your heart, be a part of you, explore your anatomy, map out your body. I want to find the points that will make you giggle, find the points that will make you angry when you tell me you don't like being tickled. Find the points that will make you cry because the scars on your skin hurt too much when I kiss them. I want to kiss you. I want my lips to travel from your stomach, make their way north, take a detour to your cheek, get lost and find it on your forehead, travel down the coast of your face, take a pit stop by your ears, take the scenic route to your eyes, slide down your nose, and finally make their home on your lips. I want to kiss you because it will teach me how to fly with dragons. It will show me how to daydream, and it will give me the ability to speak to God. I want to disappear with you forever, to live outside time, because some kisses, because our kisses were never meant to wither. Together. To repair with gold, the art of repairing broken pottery with silver or gold lacquer, and understanding that the piece is more beautiful for having been broken. In Plato's Symposium, at the banquet, Aristophanes announced to minds that had gathered to discuss matters of the heart. In the beginning, the human being had two faces, 4 arms, 4 legs, and 2 hearts. God, in his infinite wrath or eternal love, separated the human being, and we, in our current form, were brought into existence to forever search for our other half. Occasionally, if you squint at just the right angle, a golden thread can be seen knitting auras together, fixing lives that were ripped apart too early in the makeup of time. But hearts age, change, and 2 hearts don't always remember how to beat as one. So irregular rhythm has them beating against each other until they shatter. Do you remember scratching in the dust, trying to find the pieces of your heart? Do you remember sitting late into the night of your life, trying to sew the shards together with silver thread that was almost not strong enough to hold dreams intact? And now you walk amidst strange souls that have too many limbs, but they tattered heart, not quite sure why your pulse beats. so different. Sometimes you have nightmares of the gods ripping you in half, and your screams reach the sky where a little girl turns over stars and strings them together with silver, looking for a constellation that has her mother's face, who left her when she was still learning to crawl on the moon. And though it hurts, she searches and searches and searches, because not all soulmates were meant to be lovers. On rare nights, she cries, and it rains, and her tears land salty on our skin and remind us of our scars. For we too stand on the precipice of this world and fear falling and cracking like pottery, because it hurts. And we can't always find all the pieces to put ourselves back together again. Once clumsy hands have dropped us from the wall to the ground, there's no number of king's forces and king's men that can mend a broken spirit. But too many little girls' spirits have been broken by men pretending to be kings. And now, ripped sheets act as a barrier as she wards off prince after prince, hiding her beauty. For isn't that what gave her these wounds in the first place? These scars heal slowly, and sometimes they bleed. Our blood is holy and gold. We are fragile, but it is our resilience which makes us beautiful. These jagged indentations of flesh which mar our backs are the creases of tissue from which your silver-tipped wings are waiting to escape. And it hurts when feathers rip through skin, when molten gold runs through scars, when we are ripped apart just so our heavy fingers can fumble at putting ourselves back together again. But if Aristophanes could see us now, he would announce to those minds gathered to discuss matters of the heart, gentlemen, not even God could rip them apart. And I don't think menders of pottery could fully comprehend the tenacity, the beauty, the resilience of the lacquer of our scars. Because if they did, they would have used our pain instead of gold.
Journey with me as I travel on the matrimony of words. My quest to understand who is she, how she is used in everyday life. I carry the spirit of expression, exercising my tongue to preach untold tales, for when I'm gone, my words will live on, spoken and unspoken. Words create sounds, images, and symbols in our minds, invisible yet so powerful. Like a two double-edged sword, it pierces in the marrow of my heart, leaving me torn apart.
I'll see.
Yeah,
and I'll go down and see something that exists. Yes, without support. This one I love, the color is not. I'm going to buy it. I'll see if I can get 100 rand I know I got.
hypocrite philosophies of blood for blood, eye for an eye. We creatures pass judgments, long garments, human intelligence. Ways of the world traveled by the curious, left by fake priests and suspicious. Behold, descendants of Noah from Sem, Japheth, and Ham. Millions of churches, shrines, and temples trembles when the true God's children assembles. The wicked be left behind like Moses' sandals. So hold on to the wrong meanings of 7 candles, 7 days a week, even waves of smoke and 7 leaves. Hold on to your beliefs for the grateful achieves. 777, it says every less 666. Never makes hell and heaven. Babylon and Eden, down with the die, jump the judge from the tribe of Dan. On my arrival, I chose a poor black family in the ghetto, and God is my shadow, forever by my side, to evil and fried. Human beings with diamond rings, snake skins, expensive jeans. Brothers with big dreams, sipping on gins and creams, living like princes and kings, whereas they are pimps. But it seems since they are living their life like movie films on big screens, dangerous scenes, flying without wings, swimming without fins. Because they make links with devil kings, hell beings, that's why they're doomed. Claims on contact with the sunbeams, but she only had 2 twins. That put the family picture back on the wall with new pins and ask her what she thinks.
Like a broke man with empty pockets, I search, not for paper or coin, but the ashes of hope and the pieces of possibility in the comfort of love. Mothers become premeditated murderers to their unborn babies, constructing every step maliciously, paying for manslaughter to hospitals and clinics, thinking that they're helping them get rid of the baby, but actually they become criminals, favored by the law, never to go to prison. I search for love in the hands where rings have been implanted to represent love. I search for love in your eyes, in your lips, in your shadow, in your heartbeat, in your medulla oblongata. I search for love. I search for love. I search.
Sense. In tune with the intuition, daily submission, notes, sounds in various tones, mysterious unknowns, composing poems in a deeper realm of thought. But by the fisherman's hook line. Tag, spot the Moldakians, super saiyan. Stupefied by light in a piercing glare, visually impaired, prepared at all costs, pay the price. There in all times, here we alter the moment through a transmission of melodic vibrations. Subsonic pulse resonate with the spine, align the sign refinement. Chakra meditation, Project Astral. Arrive in a shem from the mother plane, walk through my earth vessel, metamorph, applicate sacred principles in geometrical studies of Matatru. Al-Raushil Anu. Mainframe we engage, Matrix in April, locked into Akashic Records, chamber of secrets behind the 9th gate. The 9th gate. Who is the highest rank? Who is the highest rank? The one who made pirates walk the plank. And so, I'm cloaked by the night, poised and prepared for a strike, probing on a scene from a sight. Living and the dead are alike. Forever there is death, there is life. Never pick fruit till it's ripe. The shrewd and benevolent type, blowing poison darts through a pipe, laying low in the gutter when I snipe. Take it from the left as we write. Keep a clean slate when I wipe. Kick off. Keep a clean slate when I wipe. Kick you off a cliff, take a hike. In the dark there is light. Never back down from a fight.
Wana moyo wangu atiwa wafara, haya torawa na moyo wangu Siva Doimba Kinachochipa moyo wangu Ndiwe urizo bora kubora ndatinabirira Ili andine kutinire nisina iwe Ndiwe woga wanatinoda uri ngoma yangu Dokuriza maneru maguseni ne masikati Andine iwe Nari tora uri ngoma yangu Ndati tora uona uri rubara Iwe wana ndakutora ndakudiritira wakuri Ndati tora uona ngoma yangu Iwe nati ndakutora ndakudiritira iwe wakuri Ndati tora uona uri rubara Iwe wana kutora ndakudiritira wakura iwe Oh Tini nakutra nakudiritira iwe wakura
That exists on the streets, traveling bare feet, asking you to please come and walk a mile in my shoes. For the cracks on my heels won't heal, so that reveals I'm a nomad that travels long distances without any idea of what to do. From a 9 to 5 to survive on a daily basis is by means of going through my dinner plate, looking for whatever thrown away food that I could find. And if I'm struck by bad luck, I will swallow my pride and tap on the shoulders that pass by and ask, may I have something to keep me alive if you do not mind. From one city block to another, looking for whatever I could afford and what I could keep, for the day is too short to take time off, for my ankles feel like they're wearing shackles and keep me awake at night to sleep. And by any chance, I will snuggle myself up in my favorite mink blanket, best known as a plastic sheet. For the springs on my bed are as hard as the pavement that hurts, more than my past that I constantly meet. And I would look for the nearest River Jordan in the metropolis to baptize myself, get cleansed from my sweat and dirt, brush my rusted teeth with a fresh twig, force it in between even if my gums would hurt. I have an attire that is tired of covering my skeleton body, which shows my ribs and health status in high definition. Learning the tricks and trades in the concrete jungle tree shades, which was and is my only institution. And I would write on a cardboard and wait at the robots so that people can see I'm as broke as my English spelling. And the distance between me and hunger is measured by the air in my stomach that keeps on swelling. To escape the pains that runs through my veins and thoughts that erode my mind, I would look for a hit to fix my fix and watch them all fly away. And once I wake up to reality, I'd pick up my rugged Bible from my rugged bag and talk out loud, yet I forgot how to pray. And I would daydream all day, every day, without any vision of whether I'm coming or going in this lifetime. And I'm constantly looking over my shoulder and wondering when death will flatten my lifeline. The life that I live is the proof of the pudding which I never get to eat at its prime. The streets will not be my demise, but the decisions that I took in life will be my absolute defeat in this lifetime.
Tasting the bad taste of my saliva stuffed with atomic lava ashes of a cigarette. Yesterday when I was right, I was wrong about something. You need a rebound, you need a rebound, you need weed, you need. Voices in my head screaming indiscreet. I pause, and in silence, I
I eventually smoke weed and impede these voices in my head screaming indiscreet. You are better than this. Ignorance is bliss. Don't think about it too much, nor listen to the serpent on your left shoulder with an imminent hiss. I guess, feeling like I was not sent, I just went. And at that very moment, the paranoia starts kicking in, and a voice speaks in my head. It says, and the day will come when the hands of time will curl like fists, and the scents within the hourglass are blown into the void spaces that were once known as oxygen, now just tired gases, exhausted after running the course around the inconsiderate behaviors of mankind. Planet Earth, a barren landscape of evaporated seas transformed into dry air masses that occupy the atmosphere. What is now known as fractured layers of skin stretched across the rooftop of the universe, leaving remaining earthlings defenseless against extraterrestrial objects that have missed their orbits with the beating of the sun's rhythm. So bless the rain. Leonides, meteor showers and asteroids break through the sky 1,000,000 times the impact of hydrogen bombs dropping on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. 1,000,000 megatons of explosives make skeletons decompose in seconds. And it's within that time when mankind shall cease to exist, alongside its hope and the smoke of the pages to scribble these poems on ascends into the skies. 1,000,000 lifelines and punchlines live, never to be immortalized when it's all said and done.
The magazine, P.O. Box 2135, 6 World, Johannesburg, 2000. Dear magazine, is it true that pastors rapes the members of the congregation in the name of tithing? Is it true that the world honor you as the most celebrated celebrity of all times, where everyone wish to be in your pages forever? If it's true, meet me as your front page for today. This charismatic moment where I know I'll be an exclusive eye catch of the month in your pages. Dear magazine, I heard that women can pass your sectional shelves at the supermarkets. Their eyes turn to attraction with confidence that they'll find the tips of beauty, guidelines to healthy lifestyle, not forgetting the tips on how to lose weight in a month. Dear magazine, how truthful are these allegations that if I'm not slender like tall women with makeup on my face, I won't fit on your pages? Oh, just like any other book, at least you have a table of contents where I'll either choose to be informed, educated, or misled. Dear magazine, I heard that you teach men on how to make their women reach orgasm every time they go to bed. Come teach me to be romantic where I'll say, honey, I'm home. Come get a kiss and a massage. I know you're really tired. Dear magazine, I heard that you have a 16 pages of instant clam where you teach women on how to wear from Monday to Friday. It seems she's on a color blocking and really having a bad hair day. Dear magazine, my girlfriend of 6 years has been cheating on me with my neighbor. Actually, my best friend. I heard that you have seized Dolly to rescue me out of this situation. Does she really help her? She'll tell me what I already know, which is to dump her. Dear magazine, please don't forget to put a television guide for me. I thought I told you my mother wanna know what time does Jenny Rubbish play. She's much more fan of Queen and her over-exaggerated character. Okay, one last thing, dear magazine, one last thing. Please tell my African sisters that their hair looks much more prettier without weaves. I mean, they're much more expensive than bath soaps and groceries. Dear magazine, I wrote to you this letter as a concerned writer, so expired magazines are actually piling up at the back of my bedroom door. As my younger sister knows nothing about recycling, but she knows much about buying. So I'll write to you next time. Yours faithfully, the pure poet.
To the woman who welcomes the new sun to a new day and keeps the moon company at night for sleeping, is always a nightmare. And for she seeks justice informally, for maybe in this case the ancestors might just perhaps care. 4. Nobody in the community seems to care, so they decide to swear at her and at God at the same time by sticking their middle fingers in the air. For domestic violence is silenced to the judge's judgment, so the treatment she is getting cannot be paid to the woman who receives kisses from fists and show their affection through blushing bruises, with scars that line up like prison bars along her ribcage, with a morality that she constantly loses. Her mind oozes blood with a compromised smile, washed away with tears of pain in disguise, seeking the truth in all of this ordeal, trying to find what is real by means of being wise. The husband's voice intimidates at a very vicious rate that makes her think that his love is a military campaign, while they act like drill sergeants instructing orders left, right, and center. It looks the same to the woman who gets walked all over like city pavements with their backs that crack just leaving over a stove, to the one that fights to gain some grain to make that slice of bread and leave tomorrow alone. She carries every little burden for the family's agony, yet she's still happy to carry 3 children on one lap. Life might have confined her to a usual routine, but life circumstances towards her are a death trap. She builds the foundation of the household with the feminine teachings, hoping it'll hold strong like her patience, the patience of one day that the dark cloud that covers the rooftop will move with threatening storms that are ancient. To the woman who seeks peace in the face of defeat, for she cannot make ends meet, battling on a daily basis whether to run away far with no direction or just stay and take a seat. Sisters who are breadwinners because the men are outdoor happy sinners and run away from their duties. Even if the women are absent-minded, they are reminded when that time comes, they must find joy in these responsibilities. Well, I say to you women who sing to the sun like angels and are thankful for another day, who don't take on problems with revenge yet they find peace by means to pray. Hope glances over her eyes that bring shame to any demise. That is why change will eventually come, with their faith that amazes beyond compare, with their soul's depth as deep as a rippling drum. To the woman who constantly keeps the heavenly ears open, I say this to you today: nothing is lost in the eyes of God. Nothing is lost in the eyes of God. Nothing is lost in the eyes of God.
Why give you dead things? We can plant seeds together. Watch them grow as we do whatever. Right? Like beautiful things ain't made overnight. From a seed in the soil to surface we fight. From darkness, emotions came to light. Feeling exposed is kind of bright. We'll continue despite. We grow to become a beautiful sight. Say what they might, we'll still increase in height. You and I could see us blossom. Remember where we started from. Underneath, not the bottom.
Hi, Blunt, how's it?
Yeah, man. So this is the human manifestation of black time.
My apologies for being late. I guess it was my fate.
Still all good, still all good. As these two lips eclipse my tongue, I am the reincarnation of Mother Nature's suicide note. A metallic winged pigeon hover above piss-smelling passages, metamorph into a stargazing reptilian earthlings called Homo sapien. I'm no alien, just a parasitic being. I binge drink on ARVs, consider the social ill. WhatsApp, I'm social still, Pinocchio of the strings, but entangled in a cobweb of networks. Are you linked in, or just following tweets of a blue featherless warm-blooded egg-line vertebrate? Remember me, I met Shake then beheaded Macbeth with William's Pierre cause he forgot the password. Say word as the world turns. A race of artificial inseminated battery operated beings face annihilation. What lies in the eyes of this visionless nation is confusion. Who is a passenger in a train of thought of those who change their dress code, hate meat and claim to be deep? This is informative conspiracy to take over the mind of a hypocritical critic who is mentally blindfolded. Spam clinics, ladies, bearers of tattoo babies and barriers have been broken broken by those who have intercourse with a dog infected with rabies. The reality is degrading. A collision of the rustic tectonic plates will cause this epileptic panel of ours to shake until it disappears from outer space. Even the incremental production of pills cannot cure my society's social ills, as long as a short-circuiting adrenaline rush is being chased by women who support abortion, practice prostitution at any educational institution, wearing miniskirts, thighs wobbly with fat, and a disgusting sight of stretch mark cleavage. I find myself fascinated by the facial expressions of a soul that went through reincarnation, lost in sense of sight and in sense of smell, while nearly done to smell a dead carnation.
Let's go, Bland.
For sure, man. Yeah. You want to decide how you want your performance. Yeah. Let me just leave and love you. See you some other time, yeah? Much love still.
Looked away as 1,000 did the same. A broken heart keeps on to say, what an of Ubuntu in shame as she begs to divorce this pain. Captured by the womb of the city, a prison without chains. Mama City provides luxury to the middle class. Mama City provides poverty to those who last. Survival in the concrete jungle that screams. A reality covered by a mist of wet dreams. We call it cosmopolitan, our jungle of money being. They call it a fountain of hope, a place of forbidden sin. Mama City provides hope to the hopeless. Mama City provides a home to the homeless. Mama City is the bed where they rest. Mama City, their city. Mama City provides to those she likes. Mama City neglects those who find. Who's the greatest son to come and save? As Mama City opens the corridors of her womb and 1,000 swim in like sperms trying to find an egg to hatch. Mama City.
I hate the road. I despise it. I hate all those road signs which stand proud and mark me on the side of the highway. They keep reminding me how far you are from where my heart stands. The University of Johannesburg is approximately 57 kilometers away from Danville, plus minus 55 minutes doing 90 kilometers on the R55 in a car that I do not own. So on days when my arms are desperate to put boundaries around your body, it would take the average human being approximately 10 hours, 35 minutes to battle this concrete and tar on foot, hoping somehow that you will find and attach some value to the sweat and bad body odor attained after burning approximately 1,962.32 body calories under 32 degrees of the sun's radiation. So, when I cross my feet across your study table, before you think of rebuke, read the blisters under my feet like a well-preserved book, and you will learn the chronicles of a man who was willing to compromise an eternity's worth of women he could have wasted his love on, but thought otherwise, because his heart is sealed away with the young beautiful ladies all the way to Igoli. And he would fail to find a mate in the souls of Banyana Bapitori, so forgive me, I'm sorry if I sound too attached, enslaved by curiosity, alive yet dying to know what's happening on your side of the world. So tell me, Dinsango Jews, that city that never sleeps, and so I often wonder if you get enough rest to still dream about us.
It is love and respect Plug and connect. Play back the first minute I would never forget. It was back in 97. Must have been 11. Heard the music from afar, but it was close enough to heaven. Hold your breath in. Listen to your heart's confession like a letter that was written from a fellow brethren. A conversation. Speak the truth and nothing but the truth. It is black like melanin. Elders teach the youth that sound lives forever. And music is the proof. I am soul food for jazz fanatic broke dudes. They say you up to no good from studios to broke hoods. Bass lines and vocals. Recognize the locals like DJs and vinyls. Original and samples, open mic like door handles. I'm Islamic temples, bless the mic like soul centrals. On all levels, from poetry sessions to hip-hop movements. I'm all for revolution. Tracks with fat rhythm, lyrics and false illusion. Some dudes are make-believe and mad, listen. Metaphorism, connect to more rhythm. If music is the gift, I am the sound of God's wisdom.
Words are dead, but symbols used for self-expression. You know, one man once said that we have traveled long and forgotten why poetry was invented.
Talk to me.
What is poetry? Why do we even use verses and lines?
Isn't it because of the need to express those internal secrets that bind us? The true reflection of what life could really be without limit. Its possibilities and dreams.
You know, with time, especially now, we have what poets call themselves as spoken word artists. Some call themselves as slam poets. But what's the difference there? Because for me, poetry is all about expressions, irregardless.
True. Because think about it this way, I mean, isn't it division that kills us as a people? Isn't it that one thing that lets us disconnect on such a level that everyone wants to define that one thing that could be whole in their own special, I don't even know how to explain it, but we try to find a definition for something that could unite us, but it separates us through us finding ways to hold it as if it's our own thing and it does not belong to us as a people.
It doesn't belong to us as a people. Which is why now in recent times we have, disputes or even conflicts between poets themselves who says, who is the greatest poet? What makes you a greatest poet? Is it because you use metaphors? Is it because you have words that rhymes in your work? Or is it because you deliver what is necessary to the audience?
True.
You know?
And then again, it goes back to why people do poetry. Some of us make poetry because we got demons we got to face. We got some skeletons we got to kill in our closet and all that, So it goes far beyond trying to please a set audience or a genre or being an artist among artists where you are part of the commercial scene, so to speak. You know what I mean? It's that personal for some poets, and I think that's the true essence of the art of speaking, because we communicate through word. Word.
Spoken words.
Word.
Wana moyo wangu watiwe wafara, haya pa udotiwe unondida. moyo